Welcome back to the second part of this event ticketing smart contracts written in Clarity and for the Stacks ecosystem. So in our last video, we were explaining, we did not really write any function, so we're just explaining the nitty-gritties. We defined some constant, defined some public functions, defined some data variables and some maps, and we explained one or two things. So today we're going to continue with I know the last video was a bit lengthy, so today I will try and see if we can be short. So I want to split these videos into multiple videos so that even if you do not want you just go to one and then watch one instead of having to because I believe to be able to pace yourself, you can watch multiple. You can watch one today, tomorrow another one, instead of having to have the whole thing with so many hours and then you feel overwhelmed and you're not able to do anything. So yeah, let's just go in. Let's just start something. So yeah, I am still HDevs. I'm known as Bolan Akonde, and also AGE. AG is my name. This is for A for Akonde, G for Bolan, and E for Emmanuel. So then I'm also a developer. So I mean, I'm literally HDevs, right? So yeah, let's increase this. Okay, I think this is so let's go to our VS Code and see what we have there. All right, so where did we stop? No, yeah, this is where we stopped. Yeah, while I was going through this, I found that I spelled transfer wrong. I think there needs to be S here, which makes it transfer. Yeah, and also another thing I found out is that since it's a contract, since this checks the contract owner, this should be defined properly to be contract owner. Yeah, I think that's what we should have here. So I think I found another thing. Let me see. Tickets, total tickets. Where is it? Total tickets. Yeah, okay, this is correct. Okay, maybe if I don't know if I just added the S, but yeah. So yeah, that's just it. So yeah, I also remembered another thing. Since we are checking the number of sold tickets, we should be able to have an error once the whole tickets, the total number of tickets available have been sold out. Should be able to have an error that's calls the total number of tickets sold out. So let's define a constant. The error name should be sold out. Yeah, basically sold out. So let's give you an expression of an error code of 103 U103 U103. Yeah. Also, we should have if somebody wants to purchase a ticket that is not the price, we should have an error that's an error that says the price is not correct, or an invalid price. Yeah, so define constants with error that says error invalid price. Yeah, so I think this should take error, this take error U103, while this should take error U104. Yeah, so I think we're safe. Yeah, also I think any other errors will be, any other need to define any other errors will be coming back to this. So what else did I remember? Okay, we'll be getting back to them later on. Let's just go on with implementing one or two logic. So I would like us to implement least if we could do 3 logics and see if we could keep this 30 minutes. Yeah, let's just go on. So yeah, what do we do here now? I'm supposed to be the one answering that question anyway. So there's something we do in Clarity. Instead of having to like do a bunch of logic or a bunch of expression, in Clarity we can there is the begin, and what the begin does is to group multiple expressions. You can see expression 1, expression 2. You can also have like expression 3. So for instance, in a public function, there's the need to like have like you just want to like make one expression, and so you can do that with begin. You can do that with multiple expressions, and everything you execute as like one. So like that's like the purpose. But there is also, that's for the begin keyword, and that's what it does. So you might have seen that in multiple smart contract language. But for the let, what the let does is allow you to like define the local variables for expressions. So maybe you did like different expressions, and you'll be calling those expressions. So say like you varget the event ID, varget, like you varget, yeah, let's say you varget the event or ticket, let's say ticket nouns, right? You want to you want to like declare this in a variable. So this should be in brackets here. You want to like declare this in a variable. So and so that you have to like, if you want to like increase the nouns, you'll have to like get the nouns, the ticket nouns, and then increment it. So something like that. So I think we'll do something like that. But then like that's, so for this video we're going to be using the let keyword, because I'm not sure we'll be using the begin keyword. But the begin, when I was learning Clarity, I think it was Setzus. I learned Clarity with the 100 days of Clarity in the Clarity Teachable platform, and that's the Strata or Starter or something like that. And I learned Clarity under the Stacks Labs by Sam. I don't know if anybody knows Sam, but yeah, that's where I like learned Clarity from. And yeah, that the 100 days of Clarity gave me a bit wild understanding of how Clarity is. So while he was explaining Setzus, yeah, I think Setzus, while he was explaining Clarity, he mentioned that he used the begin keyword for the early parts of the smart contract, and so it made me feel like begin is like for like a basic thing. But like when I dive deeper, I found out that begin can even be used for like the most complex smart contract, but just for this multiple expression, for like taken as a one expression or something like that. So yeah, for this video we're going to be using the let keyword, and what it does, what it helps us do is to like define a variable, a local variable that can be used within the function. So yeah, and how do we do that? Like I said in our last video, that for every syntax, for every expression, we start with a bracket and we end with a bracket. That if you can get your mind off those brackets, you won't have any issue. So yeah, that's like I don't want all of this. Yeah, so we'll begin with the brackets and we'll end with the brackets, and our variable will be declared inside this, and let allows us to be able to recall those variables wherever we need them. So yeah, yeah, well, the number one variable like we need like get. So this, for this part, we are like creating an event, right? And for us to be able to create an event, we would need to like, I know, I think our event ID starts with 0. Yeah. Okay, we don't. Okay. So yeah, we'll need to like create an event. Okay. Okay, yeah, our event, it's not called event ID. I think it's called event nouns here. So I think it starts with 0. So we'll need to like increment it. Yeah, we're needing to increment it. So we need to like get those the nouns, the current, the present nouns, and then when we create an event, we create it and then add one to like yeah, add one to it. So let's create the variable event ID as the variable name, and what we are getting is get. So this is how we like get a variable get event nouns. Yeah, get event nouns. So yeah, and what we'll be doing with this, that we are okay. This, yeah, I think there's something wrong here. We suppose, because we're going to be like be having other expressions, so we want to like define or do declare all of our variables, all of our local variables first. So by declaring all of our local variables, we need to like wrap it into a bracket. So yeah, this is what was missing. We need to like wrap it into a bracket, and then anything after this would be using the variables that we declared. So here, so if we get a variable, we need to like map the events with the ID. Yeah, map these events with the ID, with the event ID. So for every of these events that have been created, we have ID 1, then next ID 2, and so on and so forth. So yeah, we need to like get like map it. So to do that, we map set. I don't like all of this. Let me just type my own properly. I like to but then I think when you start, you can keep using that. I'm not sure I've gotten to that stage yet to start using to start with all of those apps. So here, we need to like map the events with the ID. So that would be the event ID. Yeah, and what are we mapping, right? I mean, that's like the big question. What are we mapping? So what we are mapping is these details. Let me go get those details. Oh, I forgot to just like, let me go get these details. Yeah, this is all that we expect to map. Okay, so we're going to be moving all of those data types. Okay, no bull. I think I'm supposed to type all of this. Okay, we could just have them here so that we know what we are following. So for an organizer, we're expecting organ. Okay, let me make this very clear so that we won't have to like, yeah, for an organizer, we're expecting like we're expecting you to be an address, which would be whoever is interacting with this currently is like the TX sender, right? And for the name, we're like expecting a name, right? We're expecting a name. Hi. And we're also expecting like a venue. Right? And we expect the event dates. Let's just copy this. know that we expect event dates. We also expect total tickets, because you're creating an event. So total tickets. Yeah, so I think all of this has been covered. So let's get rid of them. So for now, the tickets, the number of tickets sold should be 0. Yeah, number of tickets sold should be 0. So and then you start from somewhere. Okay, so and then if it's active, so here it should be set to true for now. This should be set to true for now. Yeah, so I think this is what we'll be needing. Yeah, I think this is what we'll be needing. So yeah, let's properly indent this. Let's properly indent this so that we see it clearly. Yeah, so yeah, I think this is what we'll be needing. So then yeah, we are returning the event ID. Yeah, we return with a response of an event ID. The event ID, so that if whenever this is called, they'll be able to call with an event ID, and be able to save with an event ID. So yeah, basically for each event we have an ID, something like that. Yeah. So yeah, let's save and see what we have. Okay, we have an error, and the error is saying expecting 2 arguments, got 3. I think one thing Clarity needs to work on is more explanation of what an error is. But I think the issue with this is okay, yeah, our return is outside the let, so it needs to be inside. So yeah, that should be the issue. Yeah, that's the issue. Yeah, so let's continue. There is no issue again. Let's continue. So for our next function, we need to we'll be doing something similar, still using the let keyword. Okay, I think let's just indent properly. So we'll be using the let keyword. Yeah, I just want to escape that. So let's define a variable, a local variable that I'll be using here, which will be called events. But I hope this is not going to clash with this. So I think we should name this, because if I'm mapping all of this should come with an S. Where else did we name this so that we don't have an issue? I think it should be here. Do we have error is this? Let's take away the okay, because our latest this thing is outside. Okay, we don't have an error yet, so let's put this inside so we don't have that error anymore. Alright, so we're defining a local variable, and we want to get the data of our map. Okay, we're getting the events width, because So let's come to the set ticket price function, and let's start implementing the logic. So for a set ticket price, okay, would be let's define some our local variables that we'll be using, and let's use the let keyword. Let me run away from this. Yeah, okay. So also with what we want to like be doing here is like to like get the map of the events, and if there are no events, would like I mean, because for every ticket price, because an admin is the one setting the ticket price, so should be able to like should be able to like set the ticket price based on an event, and so we'll need to like get the details of those events to be able to like set the pricing of a ticket. So we'll be getting getting those details. So map get, yeah, the event with the event ID, basically, yeah, with the event ID. So I see that we have events here, and I know that we might be clashing with this one way or the other. So I feel like, okay, I think this is it here. I feel like since it's an event, we should have like an S, like an event. So, yeah. So where else did we name this? I think we named this here. Should like be getting an event. So like we're getting all of these details. So it has been set here. So it should be gotten here. Yeah, and so we'll use that to like set a ticket price. So basically, yeah, I think that is what we should do. Yeah, that is what we should do. So like we should give it, so since, yeah, it's going to be like it's S. So yeah, I was just thinking that there's supposed to be something there. So yeah, that's basically what we're going to do. But then remember, like, we're using the let keyword, and we'll be using this, we'll be getting this data. I think for now we might be getting this data like once, but just in case, for the time that we'll start getting more than once, it's better to start practicing the use of the let keyword that allows us to like create a local variable. So yeah, let's just create a local variable called events, right? And then would, yeah, so then there is every tendency that we might not get any events if there is no events created. So, or if there was no events, if there is like no even events at all, so there's every tendency that we might get an error. So there's a way to handle error properly. There's a way to handle error properly, and we'll be implementing that here. And so when you head over to like the clarity camp, while you are going through, okay, we're already there. While you are going through all of this, you will learn about the control flow, how to handle errors, the assert way to like validate things. The try is also another way to like handle errors, and the most important, the unwrap ways to like handle errors. So the other unwrap functions are all very short. So let's just, I believe you go through this, but I'll just like give one or two brief explanation. So what we want to do here is this would has every tendency to like error out if like there is no any events. So what we want to do here is, if we want to be able to fail successfully. Yeah, I think there was a time I was in a class, and my mentor asked me my mentor was asking a question or something like that, and I think I did not answer it properly. But I think the best answer that somebody answered, I gave what I explained was like, or what unwrap does is like to give you, instead of having to the computer to like give the users the error from the computer. We want to like be able to handle those error properly. But the best way to explain that is to like um we want to be able to like fail successfully. So if we're going to fail, we want to successfully fail. We want to be able to handle the failure, the error that would happen. So that's like the basic needs of all these constants, also these errors that we have defined up here. So we want to like be able to define our own error in if we encounter in like any issue. So that's like what we'll be doing here. So and if there are no if we're not be able if we're not able to get like any events from any event ID, we want to be able to like error out properly. And to do that would need the keyword unwrap. And what unwrap does is to like if this is successful, go on and make it successful. But if there is no event, just give a straightforward error that we would understand, and so we'll be able to like um the users like while maybe our front end is saying something like this kind of error, our front end should be able to like display like an like a sweet UI or something like that, so to make the users know that there are no events available yet, you have not created any events or something like that. So that is like what we're going to be doing here. So to handle that, we'll be using the unwrap keyword. Yeah, and our expression is this to map get the events from the event ID, and yeah, map get events, yeah, from the event, yeah, and throw in an error. The error code is error not found, I guess. Yeah, error not found. So that is with an error code of 101. So when we see 101, we should know the purpose. Yeah, basically that's gonna be it. So then we would start using it. So basically what we just want to be doing here is to like set, because we're setting the ticket price, so we're just going to like set the ticket price. I'm deliberately missing some things which I will come back to, but because I'm wrapping my head how to deliberately miss those things. We're supposed to like assert and validate some things, but then yeah, we'll get back to that. So let's just like set set this data, or set this map to yeah. So the ticket price is and then we'll be I'll be setting this. Okay, yeah, this is it. Yeah, we'll be setting this to the ticket prices. So okay. So this will be set to the event ID, and this will be set to the ticket type. This will be set to the ticket type, and also this will be set to the price that have been passed to it. While setting the ticket, this will be set to the price that have been passed to it, and this will be set to the quantity, and for now we have them, number of sold outs is 0, so then we'll check later on. So yeah, like I said before, I deliberately omitted something, so let's save. Do we have any error? Okay, yeah, we do have error. This is supposed to be indented, this supposed to be indented too. Yeah, this is supposed to be indented, this is supposed to be outside, like after our true. So, and our true is supposed to be indented too, so we don't have that error. Alright, let's still have some kind of funny error. Invalid syntax. The purpose for that is that, okay, yeah, we are supposed to like have this inside a bracket too. So okay, we have another error. So yeah, this error, was this error saying expecting expression of type tuple available. I think Clarity need to like define this properly. Let's see, what are we missing, what's the problem. Expecting expression of type tuple available int found tuple int. Okay, yeah, so this should be u0. So this fix the error. So the error we're having, let me explain the error. It's saying expecting expression of type, we have a tuple available uint. This is what is expecting. A variable should be a uint type, the price should be uint, and the sold should be uint too. So but then what is getting is like available is uint, price is uint, but sold is int. That is an integer. It's supposed to be an unsigned integer. So and to set it to an unsigned integer, we use the u0. That makes it an unsigned integer. So I think that's pretty straightforward. And yeah, so far I was thinking maybe because I did not implement what I deliberately omitted, we'll be getting back to that. And so let's go to like our third function. So yeah, I think we'll skip on this cancel event for now. Let's be able to purchase events. We should be able to like purchase events, right? So for us to be able to purchase events, we need to, what do we need? I'm asking you again. I'm supposed to be asking myself. Alright, so I think here we're going to be seeing the use case of local variables a lot. And I mean, yeah, I'm trying to picture one or two things. So yeah, let's clear this. Should be able to purchase events, right? Let's use the let keyword. And let keyword, like I said, allows us to define local variables that we would be using. Alright, so the first, okay, this should be separate. So also we'll be once for us to be able to purchase a ticket, we'll need to like know the events that we are purchasing this ticket for. We need to like know the events that we are purchasing this ticket based on, or what's the word, like for, sure. So we'll get the events ID, we'll get the events with the event ID, because we already, we'll get the events with the event ID, basically. And like I said before, in case if this fails, this is supposed to have like a color. Why is it not having like a color? Okay, sorry, can you imagine? I'm supposed to like declare the variable, the local variable that we'll be using. Okay, yeah, this is the color I was expecting. So yeah, we have this variable, and that we should be able to handle the error that comes in case if there is no event. So that will be, for that we'll be using the unwrap keyword with okay, this should be outside. Okay, let me take this out. We'll be using the unwrap keyword. Is that what I did here? I hope I did the right thing. Okay, yeah, I did the right thing. So be using the unwrap keyword and put an expression here, and our error should be error not found. Error not found. Yeah. Okay. I think we need to remove this and remove this. Yeah. We are safe. We're not safe. Oh, expecting 2 arguments, got 3. Okay. I think our response should be like inside. So no, that's not it. Our response should be like inside here. So alright, we have that error away, and that's our first local variable. Another variable we will be needing should be so to purchase a ticket, right, we'll be needing like the price details. So here we'll be needing like the price details, price info, yeah, and also we want to be able to like get all the ticket prices, and to be able to get the ticket prices we'll be needing the events. We'll be getting the ticket prices with or from the event ID and like the event type. So because I mean, yeah, to purchase a ticket we need those. Yeah, so event ID, right? Am I declaring this properly? I'm not declaring this properly. Okay, let me just first get map get, so that then I know where the usage of the, so yeah, ticket price, not event, ticket price. Okay, and we'll be needing to get, let me see if we can, so I'll be able to like see properly. Yeah, alright, so we need the event ID. For the price info we need to like get the event ID from the event ID, yeah, from the event ID, and then we need to like get the ticket type. We need to like get the ticket type from the ticket type, yeah. What else? I think that is that should be basically it, but I know I must have, because all these brackets could get me in trouble, yeah, if I'm not very careful. Okay, I think that's okay. Now, yeah, we need to like our hero, but before our hero we need to like wrap this with into an unwrap statement. Yeah, okay, unwrap. It's an expression of this. I think I'm safe now. I should be safe now. And the error code should be error not found, just in case if there are no created tickets. So if no tickets have been set, we need to like get an error not found. And I think I should be safe. Oh yeah, I don't think there is any error. Let me save this. No error. Yeah, no error. So the next thing, so all of this inside the price info. So the next thing would need a local variable for is to be able to like get the ticket ID. Yeah, well, you would see the reason why we need the ticket ID later on, but for now we need to like get the ticket ID. So basically we just get this, put the get the data variable of the ticket ID, So yeah, so yeah, get the ticket ID with the data variable. Okay, here we're going to be like getting the ticket ID from here. Where were we? Yeah, forget, because here we like defined a data variable. Okay, that's, yeah, we defined the data variable, so that's why like we're using the varget. So if it were to have been we defined the map, we would have been using map get, but we defined the data variable, so that's why we're like getting the data variable with varget. So that, I think that should be okay. We also need to like get because we are purchasing the tickets, we also need to like get the price. Yeah, we need to get the price. That will be ticket price. Okay. And that will be like get price, and we're going to be like be getting the ticket price from the price info. Yeah. So I think that should be hold now. Any other thing will be getting them later. So now let's start doing something. Now we I think we mentioned the usage of try the other time. So I believe you would have gone through the clarity camp, just skim through it, read about the try. So in this case, what try does is to unlike unwrap, what unwrap does is, okay, if we get any error, we know that we have an error, and then we're returning this error type. But with try, what try does is it just cancels the whole thing and just returns the error straightforward. So in cases where we can use try, for instance, now we are trying to like purchase a ticket. So in a case where we can use try would be in a case where we are purchasing a ticket. So to purchase a ticket, we'll like have to like pay some STX fee or some STX price to like purchase a ticket. So there's a particular syntax to write to like write, if in case you want to spend your stacks, your STX. So there's a particular syntax to like do that, but then we'll be wrapping that syntax with try. So but then we can just first type this. Let me show you how. So it is called STX transfer. Yeah, the STX transfer, and then what we'll be transferring is the price. So the price, we've gotten the price from the ticket price that is inside the price info. So that is the amount we are getting. So that will be ticket price. Yeah. And who is making this transfer? That will be the person interacting with this contract, which is the TX sender. And who is the recipient? So because we are purchasing it from the event creator, so that would be the organizer. Yeah, that should be the organizer, and the organizer can be gotten from this event. So yeah, let's check. What do we have? Yeah, the organizer is gotten from this event. So we are going to like the recipients, we're going to like get the recipient from this place. So we're just going to use the get keyword. The key name is the organizer, and the from the event from this. So but basically just getting the organizer from this event. So yeah, and now we need to like, in case if maybe you don't have an error, you don't have some STX or something else just goes wrong, you want to be able to like cancel all of this and just don't do any other thing, just cancel all of this. So that's why we're going to be using try. So try just cancels it all and doesn't do anything, just returns everything back and just assume that yeah, this never happened. So that's why, that's the purpose for try. And after all of this is done, if this goes well, want to be able to like set everything to the blockchain. So that would be map set with the tickets. Map set with map set the tickets of the ticket ID with all of the ticket details. So what are the ticket details? Those would be, I think we can get the ticket details from here. This is yeah. So this is like all the details that we need to like set this to. Alright, yeah, so we're setting the ticket to all of these details. Okay, I think I'm supposed to have left it like that. Yeah. Alright, so first things first. Okay. Let me just indent this and let's just use this. Yeah. Alright, so the event ID with the event ID. Right? And the owner be set to whoever is interacting with this. This ticket was purchased by the TX sender. The ticket type mapped, the ticket type set to the ticket type. Yeah, the tickets. Okay, I think it's the same spelling. Ticket type. Yeah, and the purchase price is set to the purchase price. Is set to the price that it was listed for, and for now, since the ticket is not used to be false, for now to be false, and the person has not made it to be resellable, so this also would be false. Yeah. And I think, yeah, so then we'll just set the variable to increment. We'll set the variable to increment. So yeah, okay, I think we did not set the event ID to increment to, but yeah, we'll get back to that. So we'll set the ticket to increment. Ticket ID to increment to U1. So for every purchase tickets, we set it to know that there has been an increment. So then after all of this, we want to be able to like notify our event that there is a ticket that has been sold already. So we do that by map setting it. We do that by map setting the events of the event ID. So we use what we call merge. So like match the details together. I don't know, there is no other word to like use. I mean, Clarity just makes you speak English while typing or while writing your smart contract. So we merge the events. We merge the details that we've gotten from this event. So we'll be merging it with this and like updating this. Okay, yeah, we'll be using this variable. We'll be updating the events with through the event ID. We'll be updating the event through the event ID with where am I? I think I've gone too far. Purchase tickets. Yeah, we'll be merging the events. We'll be setting the events with the tickets that has just been bought. So like I said, we'll be update want to update the events tickets, and to note that we have sold one ticket. So that's like the purpose of merge. So like we're merging to update this with a new value, to update the ticket sold with a new value. Yeah, basically that's what we're doing. So back to the purchase tickets, and then to do that we would like, let's even follow. Yeah, so the tuple one will be the events that whatever we have originally, with updating just the sold, just our tickets that it has been sold. So we'll be doing tickets sold. Where's the tickets? Not tickets sold. Okay. Tickets sold. Okay, I think so. I don't make mistake. Let me just go copy this. Tickets sold. Yeah. Purchase. Where will we? Purchase tickets. Yeah. Okay. Alright. So because it's going to like have a key and with the value. So the value, this is the key, and the value would be we're going to like do an expression here. So we want to like get the original value of the ticket sold. I think where was the place that we set that to? Original value of the ticket sold was 0 when it was created, and now we want to like set it to updated value that's this one has been sold. So how do we do that? First let's get the tickets first. Let's get the data of the tickets. That would be tickets sold. I think we copied it. Let me not make mistake. Tickets sold from. Okay, we've created, and it has updated the blockchain. So we get that first, right? And I think what we'll be doing here is to. So remember I said the way Clarity works is that the operator first, and all of this would be adding one. So yeah, I think this is it. So yeah, we're matching the events we're setting it up and updating the number of the sold ticket with so this is like going to return 0. So like it's going to be like 0 plus 1. That's because for now, that's if just one ticket has been created, one event has been created. So and with number of the tickets, the total number of tickets that have been available. So this is going to like increment to like from the total number of tickets available, we have sold 1. Then another time this function is called, this will, since on the chain it has already been set that the ticket has been sold once, so then this will get the tickets again, the number of tickets that has been sold, which has been 1, then it will update it with another one which is called 2, and continuous like that. So the number till you get the total number of tickets that has been sold. So yeah, we'll just be returning the ticket ID for any future usage, or anytime the tickets, or anytime it will be called from the chain. So that's just what we'll be returning. So let me save this. No errors. So yeah, I omitted some things, and I would like us to revisit those things, so to fix those errors. So the first thing that I omitted was to give some validations to, I think for here it's only going to be one validation. Yeah, so we want to be able to validate that total tickets must be greater than 0. So if originally there is no number of total tickets, so we want to be able to validate that the total number of tickets should be 0. So to do that, let's remove all of this so that later on we can be using all of this. So to do that, like I said in clarity, the operator comes first. So we want to check if all the tickets we have is greater than 0. So the operator first, and we're checking. Normally it's supposed to be total tickets greater than 0, greater than u0, right? But for clarity, this would be at the front. So yeah, this is how we have it. So what we're just saying is we're asserting that the total number of tickets is it greater than 0. If it's not, we have the error. We have its error out something. Let's say error out this what error did we get here? What error did we stop? We stop at 104. So let's error them out. We'll be erroring out to 105. Yeah, and then we want to increment this. So I think I'm running out of time. We want to increment this, so we increment it with the event nouns, like I said earlier that time, and we had that would be event ID plus 1, event ID plus 1 u1. So yeah, that's basically it. I see an error, and the error is complaining that what is the error saying? Oh yeah, this is this needed? Okay, yeah, use of unresolved. So this is the correct thing. So okay, we have another expecting one argument, got 2. Forget. Oh, sorry, we're supposed to verset, not forget. We're supposed to verset. Yeah. So basically that's it. That's it for the create function, and for the set price function, we need to like where's the set price? Yeah, set price. We need to like assert validate 2 things here. I think the first thing we need to validate is that we need to check that only the event organizer can set prices. So yeah, that's what we need to like check here. So to do that, we have this expression is equal is this person, is this TX sender, the is this TX sender the organizer? So we need to like get the organizer details. We need to like get the organizer permission, organizer, yeah, from events, from this event, from the events here. We need to like get the organizer details, and if this is not, then we error out and say, hey guys, we have some issues here. This is not the owner. Yeah, so that should fix. Yeah, that's the first validation. And the second validation is that the price must be greater than 0. So that's what we want in the second validation. We want to assert that the price is greater than 0. So that will be price greater than u0, and the error, if the price is not greater than 0, the error would be error invalid price. Yeah, that should be the error. So okay, what else, and I think that should be all. Yeah, I believe so. So yeah, also the purchase tickets, we should be able to like validate some check. First of all, we check that tickets are still available, so we want to do that before we make any purchases. We want to be able to validate that tickets are still available, and so that would be with an expression available tickets, or available tickets is greater than 0, else we want to error out that um, ticket has been sold already. So I think we have that. Yes, sold out, error sold out already. And basically I think we hit the 3 functions properly. And if there is any other issue, I will let you know in the other video. So yeah, I will be ending this video here. We have an error. Okay, the spelling of available, use of unresolved variable. I would explain this issue in the next video. So thank you very much for coming. We'll be solving this issue later on. Thank you very much for I want to wrap this up so that I'll be able to go to the next phase immediately. So yeah, so if you want to like get the why this error is here, see you in the next video.